Okay, is everybody ready?
Check. Go.
That clock is wrong up there. Don't pay any attention to that. Hello, everyone. There we go. It's time to call the meeting to order because it's 2 o'clock and it's, as we all know, September 20th. Thanks for being here. Let's move right into the new members. None of these new members are here today. It's just the same old faces I always see, but nice to see you nonetheless. We have 2 new members, John Matus, I think is how you say that. If not, he'll correct me when we meet him. And then we have Harold Tackett, 2 new members in September. Visitors, we have no visitors in the room. Ross, you got any visitors? Yes, you do.
There you go.
Give them a quick introduction, please.
Well, I don't think they've logged back on.
All right.
But we will have Debbie and or Walter Vale from Showcase Miniatures with us in just a little bit.
All right, Ross, thank you. Yes, we'll reintroduce them before the presentation because they are our presenters today, as we all know.
There you go.
Thank you, Ross. Minutes from the last meeting. Oh, this is my favorite part of the meeting. I know it's Rick's too. Anybody would like to hear the minutes from the last? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bob Johnson, second that. Stan and Bob. Thank you. All those in favor? No, I'm in favor of that. Although they're very nice minutes. I hope you had a chance to read them. If you don't, they're on the website. Treasurer's report.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Let me say something though first.
Yay. On the expense side,
Mike,
we had
Mike.
our usual, and that's it for the month. Any questions?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, Russ.
Just not to step on maybe Ron's ground there, but just so the members know, maybe clarify a little bit that the donation that we made to the Bluegrass Museum, of course, we wanted to do that anyways, but not for riding their train. But after the train ride, they were nice enough that whoever wanted to go up in the cab of the engine and so on, they gave us if you will, a private tour of that and some of the stuff that out in the barn or the shed there. So we wanted to thank them for doing that for us.
Well, good deal. Yeah, that's right, Russ. And it's thanks for the clarification there. But yeah, it was they did us a very, very nice job that day.
Okay, any other questions from Mike? Thanks for maximizing our income for interest, Mike. All those in favor of approving Mike's report?
Here. Approved. Yes.
Oh, we forgot to have the motion. I'm rusty. Well, we're going to skip that since we've already voted to approve.
Move we accept the meeting.
John did both. Thank you, John. Okay. Committee reports. Member welfare, Mike, while you're here.
Okay. Couple of things we don't want to do with member welfare. We sent out a couple of sympathy cards this past month. One went to the family of Janita Marie Schulten, as you see here on the screen, better known as Tom Gunther's sister. We sent our condolences to Tom and his family there on the passing of his sister. And then also member Bob Larger passed away. We sent a note of condolences to his widow and family also. And that's it for the month. And as we always note here, please, if you hear of anything from a member, any member of his family, any kind of an issue, please let us know so we can send out the proper notification from the division to let people know that we care. So keep us posted.
Thank you, Mike. If you all notice, Mike is on the screen today. That's because he's at the K&I Model Railroad Club today, filling in his responsibilities there as a host. So thank you, Mike. Mark Norman.
You got some awards today. Let's see here. You Green here today? Yeah. Okay, there you go. Come on up. We got you, let's just sort of slide in there. Hold on. It's, Duke is, completed requirements for the Golden Spike. Got that back with me, so congratulations, sir. Hey, look at the whole camera. I can smile. We like each other. Yes, indeed. I got it. Fantastic. Congratulations, Duke. Stan, come on up. He said he's going to forego the training for the individuals, but this merit award for the yard security office, another one for the concrete slab warehouse, modular yard office, and the terminal warehouse. So you got those 4, and you can put in this handy little folder for yourself. And then that, with the other ones he has done, has completed the requirements for master builder structures. Congratulations, Stan.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, Barry, it's time for the monthly modeling contest. Big time.
Absolutely. We're off and running for our new contest year. And today for the photos, we had a lot of great entries, which is awesome. So in this month, we have 2 contests. We have model photos and prototype photos, and you're allowed to enter 1 image into each of the contests to be voted on separately and prizes separate. So it can be a digital photo, or it could be something from film that you then digitize, and it can be black and white, or it can be color. And we've got a lot of winners today because we had some ties. So let's get started. 9 entries into the prototype photographs. And look at these beautiful honorable mentions here. We got Ed Brennan, certainly not against the grain. And that's over on the left there, the grain engine there. And then we've got Bob Frankrone, what a view. Anybody guess where that is? Good old Durango and Silverton, we love it. And then John Gillespie, CSX 4702, which is in a beautiful paint scheme there. And then continuing, we've got Craig Hatter with Union Pacific SD90 Mac, a very rare photo of a rare locomotive. And then Steve Lasher along the Tennessee Central. So that's the excursion train going through the gorge there. And then finally, Eric Wagner from overseas, a steam locomotive from Italy. So all kinds of interesting stuff there.
Molto bene.
Now, we don't have any 3rd place prizes today because we had a tie for 2nd. And so we have 2 seconds that we'll give out. Randy Griggs won 2nd with the UP 3985, the 4664 Challenger. And then Russ Weiss won the Derby run of one of our favorite locomotives on the planet, LNN 152. That goes back a lot of years. For 1st place today, Al Goodman, good to the last drop, as he raises up the water spout and they get ready to continue on the Durango and Silverton there. Okay, congratulations to all of our prototype photographers, and we'll catch up with Al Goodman and give him his certificate in the near future. Now let's go to model photographs. We had 7 entries. Again, a great field there. Honorable mention, Randy Griggs for S-Scale Lionel Flyer UP 3985. So he did both prototype and model of the same locomotive. Very cool. And then, oh my, look at all that orange. That's Illinois Central's Century 636s, 1102, 1105. Those were fan favorites back in the day. So for 3rd place, again, we have a tie. So we're giving out 3 1st places, 3rd places, which is great. So Chris Broughton has the over the bridge, freight train going over the bridge there. Steve Lasher has out of Peach Creek, trains passing each other there. And then Russ Weiss has meeting at Batavia, again, a meet in his photograph. 2nd place, goes to Ed Brennan for rail yard action, all kinds of things going on in that photograph there. And be sure and read his description about how he constructed some of the items too. And then finally, Bob Frankroden is our first place winner for model photographs. Better Days. I think we can all agree that's true in that photo there. So congratulations to all of our winners. And again, in the very near future, I'll catch up with Bob and get him his certificate. So looking ahead to October 4th is the first day to enter into our next contest, which is steam locomotives. So we're looking forward to seeing what you all have for the next contest. And thanks everybody for participating.
Thank you, Barry. Mr. Weiss, you're up again for programs, meetings, and upcoming events.
Well, okay. Thanks, Ron. So waiting in the wings today, we have Walter and or Debbie Vale, who own the Showcase Miniatures. And from when I mentioned them last month, if you haven't had a chance to tour their website, they're going to be giving us a little tour of the shop and what they have available. And I think you'll be very surprised the goodies that they have in both HO and N scale, and perhaps maybe something that's waiting for future runs. So they'll be with us in just a few minutes. Next month, we have our own Mike Berry. I don't know if many of you know that Mike and his wife Teresa took a rail trip around Switzerland, and they rode different railroads in Switzerland. And one of the neat things that I really can't wait to see is, I think if I got this, remember it right from Mike, that one section of railroad there, the train changes gauges 3 times, but they didn't have to get out and go to another car. The trucks or the axles change gauge. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do that. So that should be a fun presentation next month. And speaking of months, this is the last month that I'm going to ask you to open up your houses if you want to show us something that you've been working on your layout. I know a couple of you have showed me some pictures, so I want to see them in person. And one of the things that I thought about is that perhaps maybe you've been a little reluctant because you have narrow aisleways, or your layout is such that you can only let a few people at a time in the layout room. And so I will volunteer myself that if you've been on a lot of layout tours, especially out west, to where maybe they're in part of the garage or a small room, that they have folks metered in. So if you can only have 4, 6 people at a time, I will be glad to stake out your garage and meter people in and out if you'd like. So just let me know. I think with the winter season and holidays and everything, that I won't bug you anymore. But keep in mind, if not this year, then the next year, let's do it. So Ron, that's all I got. I'll send it back to you, sir.
Thank you, Russ. 8 weeks. Oh my God. Well, that's a good thing. Don't forget, November 15th is our train show and sale. NMRA members, which I believe everybody in this room is, can enter the show at 9 a.m. with your card in hand. Now, I know you're a member. Some other folks here might know you're a member, but the people at the door don't always know you. So be sure and bring your membership card so you don't get thrown out in the street. And if you'd like to sign up to volunteer to help with the show, this is our volunteers so far, which don't include our board members, which are more or less forced into participating. I used to ask them to sign up, but now I just ask them to be there. So we need help. If you'd like to help out, please do so. If you don't know what your schedule is yet, you can send a notice, an email to the division at any time and we'll sign you up, or call me personally. Mr. Johnson, you had a question.
Scale later. In the past, you guys have helped me from the parking lot in, so I'm 83 years old. And I've got and hope to see you guys.
Thank you, Bob. Soon, Paul Downs will be in contact with you and you can go over your requirements with him and we'll make sure you get some help. Helping after the show is a little more difficult because depends on who signs up. But that's the appropriate time to bring this up because we need people to sign up after the show to help. Among other things, Mr. Johnson, 83-year-old Mr. Johnson, who has contributed much to this hobby and to Division 8. So the least we can do is pay back and offer him some help. I know. We feel you. And right after the show, not too long, a few weeks, it's time for Christmas. Has everybody working on their Christmas list here to give to Santa? Anybody? No? Okay, well, maybe you got everything you need. So it's going to be $16 per person. Once again, we're gathering at the Corner Cafe, which we mentioned possibly earlier when we made a donation to the family who's fallen under some hard times currently. There'll be an announcement in the October pie card about the Christmas party, and following in November and the December editions, there'll be a link to buy a ticket, which is limited to 50 folks and their spouses, possibly guests, $16 per person. Looking forward to that. There will be a 2025 Silver Spike Award presented after dinner, along with our usual year in review presentation, a fan favorite. Any questions about the Christmas party? No. Okay. Oh, here's my favorite slide in the deck. Division 8 elections in 2026. We have, of course, a nominating committee with Mark Norman, who's agreed to lead, along with Stan and Randy Griggs. Don Fowler is the teller, and Bill Lynch, as he has many times, volunteered to be the judge. If you'd like to run, do we have that here? No. If you don't know, the four elected positions are open: superintendent, assistant superintendent, clerk, although the current clerk is doing an excellent job and he's agreed to run again, as Mike, the treasurer. So, but if you're interested in one of these jobs, I mean, Rick would stand down, if you want to take it over. As would, I don't know about Mike. But please contact you can contact the division or contact one of the three nominating committee members if you'd like to run for office. And pretty quick meeting today, 22 minutes. We'll take a 5-minute break, possibly a few minutes longer today because our presenters might have been told to rejoin us at 2:30 and it's 2:22, but it'll just give you some extra time to chat amongst yourselves and enjoy a nice afternoon. Take a break.